Started out 32 teams, well, I guess 31 plus the Browns. Now, February, there's 2. Falcons, Patriots. Let's get to it.
Skol Vikings, let's win this game. Skol Vikings, honor your name.
Alrighty, so let's get to it. And first off, let's start by looking at the team stats. And we'll start with the NFC, and that's the Falcons. So, offensively, they were the number 1 ranked team, averaging 33.8 points a game. That came to second in yardage with 415 total yards a game. Third in passing, 295.3, and rushing, they were 5th. So very, very balanced team. That's the whole story of the Falcons all year. That's where they will probably outclass the Patriots in its overall depth in all their positions. And offensively, for the Patriots, they are 3rd in the league with 27.6 yards per game, 386 total yards, 269 through the air, and 117 on the ground. So still very, very good and balanced. Most teams aren't like that. All of them, like the Saints, that you can only pass, or the Seahawks that can only really run. But these two teams are good at both. Which one is better overall? Looks like the Falcons. It looks like they have the edge there. And on their team overall, you have Matt Ryan, who will probably be the MVP of the whole league. Julio Jones is, a lot of people are ranked as the best overall wide receiver. Big man easily. A very good wide receiver core beside him. They have Mohamed Sanu, Justin Hardy, Taylor Gabriel, very good options on the outside. And Austin Hooper, we won't want to overlook him. And running back Devontae Freeman and Tevin Coleman split the load there. Devontae Freeman is very good at receiving the ball as well. And so they have a very good team overall. So switch to the ball. It's the other side of the field. Starting defensively. This time we will start with the Patriots. And defensively for the Patriots, they are actually the number 1 ranked defense, only allowing 15.6 points a game. It looks like a little bit of a no bend but don't break type style. 326 total yards, which is 8th. 237 in through the air, which is 12th, and 88.6 on the ground. So, in order to beat the Patriots, looks like you're going to be throwing the ball against them, but a lot of these are misleading because the Patriots are always head in the 4th quarter. So that's where a lot of those passing yards, I'd assume, would come from, is a lot of those garbage time yards. So, as long as Matt Ryan and the Falcons can find some groove in there, find some weaknesses, and beat some of Bill Belichick's secondary, they'll have a very good chance to put points on the board and outscore the Patriots. So let's look at the Falcons' defense. And this is where they are going to struggle. Defensively, they allow 25.4 points a game, which is 27th ranked. They get 3,700 yards a game, which is 25th. They give up 266 yards to the air, which is 28th, and 104.5 on the ground, which is 17th. So we're pretty much right at average. So the Falcons have a poor defense at best, but has a very good scheme. Of course, Dan Quinn's the defensive coordinator, who used to be the defensive coordinator with Seattle when they had their fantastic Legion and Boom defense. And he knows Tom Brady very well. And despite the numbers, they do put up good numbers. And of course, they were 11-5 on the year. So they had, again, a lot of garbage time yards as well. So, again, a little bit misleading. But overall, easily the Patriots have the better defense on paper. So looking at these two teams, you have 2 close offenses, but the Falcons have the slight edge, and the Patriots have the much better defense, ranked 26 spots higher than the Falcons, so they have the much bigger edge there. So it looks like on paper the Patriots have the edge, with of course Tom Brady, who is looking for yet another playoff victory. Their team overall is balanced. Brady leading the helm. They have Blunt at running back, who's kind of like a poor man's Marshawn Lynch. Chris Hogan played fantastic last week. Martellus Bennett filled in nicely for Gronk. Then of course Edelman, Danny Amendola are other slot receivers that Brady always finds ways to give him the ball. And they really are good at screens or little short passes to get the ball out of Brady's hands quickly. Since their line does a good enough job to protect him, I think that's a lot of good scheming by Belichick, and whoever really does that for the Patriots, their offensive line coordinator or offensive line coach. Defensively, they have Chris Long. Of course, they have the winner who beat the Seahawks, Malcolm Butler, who is probably looking to make another big play in Super Bowl. So let's look for keys of victories for each team. For the Falcons, it's just how well can they come prepared. Patriots have a much more experience. That's the biggest thing that really bringing to this game is a vast more experience they're bringing to the table, which the Falcons just do not have. But the Falcons are riding the underdog streak. They kind of are a lot like the Giants each time they beat the Patriots, but they have the skill. They have a more balanced offense, but can their defense hold up? It's really going to come down to how good of a defensive scheme Dan Quick can whip up to battle Tom Brady and the Patriots. And on paper, I gotta give the edge to the Patriots, but in my heart of hearts, and like I think every non-Patriot fan wants, is your boy Matt Ryan to torch the Patriots defense, throw for 400 yards, and the Falcons come up on top. On paper, edge probably Patriots because they're just so much better defensively, but I think Dan Quinn will hook up a nice scheme, and I will give the edge to the Falcons just on the fact that they've been riding this hot streak. They've been getting doubted this whole playoff that Green Bay was supposed to stomp them out last week, and they stomped them out. So I'm giving the edge to the Falcons. They're high as anybody in the league right now, and they will find a way to stop Tom Brady. Final score prediction: 35 Falcons, 31 Patriots, and Matt Ryan, Super Bowl MVP. So there we have it. If you want more videos just like this, well, unfortunately there won't be any more previews for wait a minute, but if you guys want to see more Madden like you see in the background here, there is a slowdown version that will be on my channel. You can just look on that right there. Otherwise, we'll see you guys in the next JoZ video. See ya.